We all know as a guy, using one of these things can be intimidating, and when we first pick up a hairdryer, we really don't know what to do. At the end of the day, we're not a girl, and girls grow up with long hair, they know how to use one of these things, but when a guy picks up a hairdryer, we're like, what the f do we even do with this? We don't know where to start, we don't know what setting to have it on, we don't even know which way to blow dry our hair in order to get the right shape. So that's why I've made this video to teach you guys exactly how to use a hairdryer and how to get the perfect shape from using one of these and using the right settings in order to get the right style, not burn your hair, and achieve the look you're going for. Now before we get into it, of course we're gonna need a few products and items to get the right style. We don't just need the hairdryer. Of course the hairdryer is the main part of this tutorial, but we also do need a few other things. Now the first one is a hairbrush. You need a good hairbrush. This one I have from Forte series, obviously just to get the right shape, comb it back into place and get ready to style it. Then we're gonna need a Forte series argan oil. Honestly, you can use any argan oil. I just use this one because this is the one I have. This is just a pre-styler to protect your hair from the heat, and obviously it adds that extra softness to the hair, hydrating the hair throughout from the roots. And finally, you're gonna need to use a product. Now I use this Forte series molding paste. I find this gets the best volume out of my hair, and also it doesn't have that greasy finish. It gives off a nice, soft, natural look in my hair. So this is why I use this pretty much every single day as my daily hair product. So if you do want to check this out, I'll leave it in the link below. Now another extra thing that I like to add into this tutorial and into my daily hair routine is a sea salt spray. Now you don't have to use a sea salt spray, but I do because I like to get that extra volume, that extra texture out of my hair. And once you apply heat to your hair with sea salt spray, the volume and the look that you can get is absolutely crazy. And it also looks like there's nothing added into your hair. It looks so natural, super clean, non-greasy, and I do highly recommend trying it out. So without further ado, let's get straight into the hairdryer tutorial. Okay, so you've just come out of the shower, you've got wet to damp hair, you've towel dried your hair. Now you're gonna apply a pre-styling argan oil. Now, I told you before, the argan oil just softens the hair and protects it from the high heat of the hairdryer. All you're gonna do is apply a small amount into your hands, just like that. Rub it through the hands and put it all throughout the hair. Good to get all the way through to the roots, get it in there and just mix it right in just so that it hits all parts of your head. You'll notice that this argan oil has a really nice scent to it and makes your hair smell really nice, as well as obviously having the benefits of protecting your hair. But the main thing is it makes your hair super, super soft. Because at the end of the day, as well as styling your hair, making it look good, you also do need to protect your hair, otherwise it's gonna fall out. You're gonna start balding at an early age, and obviously balding is not a good look, and you won't be watching this hairdryer tutorial when you're bald. Okay, step number 2, you're gonna wanna apply a sea salt spray. Obviously you can skip this step if you want, but I told you I do like to because I wanna add that extra volume. Few sprays all around the hair, mix it in, scrunch up the hair. I do really like to scrunch up the hair just to get that extra wave, that curve, that volume into your hair, and it will really come to play when the hairstyle is finished and you see these nice waves going through the hair. And if you want this desired look, just follow along. Step number 3, grab your brush. Now it's super important to use the brush while your hair is damp, because when it's dry, it's gonna scrape through your hair and you're gonna pull your hair out. So grab a really good brush and just brush through into the shape and style that you already kind of want it to be in, just to sort of get that sort of shape that you do want, that you are going for. I'm going for a slick back look, so I'm just gonna slick it back like that. And then we go. Now we're ready to get into the actual hairdryer itself. So guys, with the hairdryer, what you're gonna wanna do is have it on a high heat to start with and have it on max settings. So max blow dry, max heat. But when you do have it on max heat, make sure it's not too close to your hair, because you are gonna burn your hair, so have it a little bit back. And what you're gonna start off with doing is actually blow drying the opposite way to where your hair is going, and down, because you're gonna wanna make sure your hair is dry first. Then we can get into like shaping it, styling it, and the rest of the tutorial. Yes, it looks like a massive mess at the moment, but trust me, by blowing it the opposite way, you're gonna create crazy volume in your hair, and you'll see at the end how much better it looks when you do this tip. Okay, so now the hair is a little bit more dry. You're gonna wanna put the heat on a medium heat, just so you're not burning your hair too much, because you wanna get a bit closer. And now we're gonna start actually styling it into a sort of a shape that we're going for. Okay, so a little bonus tip that I do like to do if you do want a more like coiffed front, what you can do is you can actually put your hair like that, push it down a little bit like that, so it's like a little bit squashed, and then blow dry up. As you can see, we've created some real waves and real texture and volume in the hair right now. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the blow dryer. There's one final tip that I'm gonna give you with the blow dryer to make the hairstyle tutorial complete, and it's this. Now that we've got the hair in the desired shape, what we're gonna do is put our setting in cold, because what cold's gonna do is it's gonna set it into place. When you have it in a high heat, your hair is really flexible, you can mold it into a shape that you want, but then once we have the shape that we want to set it into place. So by putting it into a cold setting, we can set it into place really easily, and it's just gonna set off the hairstyle perfectly. Okay, so now that our hair is dry and we've finished with the blow dryer, what we're gonna do is grab our favorite product. I've gone for a molding paste from Forte series, so what you're gonna wanna do is just get a tiny amount, not too much, like maybe a pea-sized amount, into your hands, and just emulsify it into the hands, warm it up, and get it all the way warmed up just like that, and into the roots. So what I like to do is I actually start from the back of the hair into the roots back here before I do the front, because most people make the mistake of actually getting it right in the front and it just clumps all up. But what you're gonna really want to do is get it in the back, in the roots, and then gradually start like pushing it into the place that you want. So now we're just molding it into the place we want. I like to slick back the sides around the ears, because I obviously don't want them going over the top of my ears, just to keep it nice and clean. Just like that. With the top, I just literally push it into place, because we've obviously got it in the roots, so it's easy to basically mold into shape right now. And that's almost it. Obviously it's a lot harder to do without looking in the mirror. I'm just looking in the camera right now, so it's a little bit harder. But that's pretty much it. You can see we've got so much volume in there right now. Look at that. Crazy volume, crazy texture. You can see how soft it is and how easy it is to mold into place, because we obviously use the pre-styling products. We've had the hairdryer on the right heat, and it just comes into place just like that. We've pretty much just gone through step by step of how to style your hair using the hairdryer, and going through every single step is gonna make you achieve the look that you want. Now guys, I know having a good hairstyle and having good hair is an absolute game changer when it comes to feeling good and feeling confident. So guys, if you did enjoy the video and it did help you, please like the video, leave a comment on how it helped you and what you want to see in future videos, and also don't forget to subscribe, because it means so much. Also, I've been posting content daily on my Instagram and my TikTok at @CharlieWellham_ on Instagram and at @CharlieWellham on TikTok. So don't forget to check me out on other platforms, and guys, I'll see you in the next video.